People, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat about the future of the online expert and thought leadership industry. I want to talk about a few trends that I'm noticing. Now, if you are a coach, a speaker, an online expert, anyone in this thought leadership kind of space, I think this is going to be really helpful and I think important for you in terms of this conversation. So this is what I've noticed. I mean, I've been in this industry for over 10 years now. I feel like a bit of a granddad, even though I'm not a granddad, because there's so many flash in the pans. Like, you've probably seen people who start coaching businesses or start online expert businesses, and they last about 3 months and then disappear off the map. So I've been around for 10 years, and the only reason I say that is to say that these are some of the patterns that I've noticed and watched. So I think this is going to be valuable for you. Moving into the future, this is what I think you've got to notice more of. Google has dubbed this next season, hey Kelly, this next season of, the online industry, the season of assistance. Assistance in the sense of, this is not about just AI, like artificial intelligence assistant. I mean real assistance. And so the thought leaders and online experts who are able to offer a higher degree of assistance are really going to win. They're going to really stand out. No longer can you just create an online course that's pretty crappy, like a pretty average online course, put it online and people will buy it. The amount of, resistance that is in the industry now of people, because it's been oversaturated with courses, right? You've got such a low barrier to entry for people to create courses that people are loading them up and they're selling them. In fact, online courses, standalone online courses, are going to decrease in terms of their sales. So if you have got a business that is purely an online business and only selling online courses and there's no other elements involved with that, I would be cautious about heading into the next season. Online courses are going to decrease because there's a saturation in terms of the market, and people are sick of just being treated like a transaction. They're sick of being treated like a number on your Infusionsoft list. People are really wanting to see transformation. They're wanting to see accountability. And so if you are a thought leader and you're wanting to sell online courses, because online courses are still fantastic, but this is the distinction. The ones that are going to stand out in the future as we head forward are the online courses, first of all, that are high result orientated. So there needs to be a tracking of results where people can actually achieve things at like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day period, right? So there's a high result period. The second level is high experience value. And so, yeah, it's great to to grab your iPhone like I am now with a Facebook Live. But if you're creating a course it's like a cinematic experience, it's like and it has a high result value as well, people are going to start to notice. They're going to notice that you're going all in on your courses. I think it's Brendon Burchard talks about it as a blockbuster experience. And I just love that distinction. Now, this is the final distinction on your courses that you must get. Your courses must be more than a course. The courses must also involve things like live events, live experiences with you, coaching experiences with you, Q&A sessions. And so there needs to be this human interaction, this transformational experience that people are experiencing. Does that make sense? So if you agree with this and you're noticing this, type agree. I'd love to hear if you agree with what I'm talking about, or even if you disagree, type whether you agree or disagree. I'm totally fine, whatever you think. So moving forward into the future, there's going to be a higher level of assistance and a higher level of human interaction. And so if you're a thought leader, really start putting that in. Now, one thing that I've noticed is people deliver a lot of content online, right? And one of the challenges is transitioning from content to actually making an offer or a next step thing. So if you're a thought leader or an online expert and you want to make an offer after you speak about your content, you can kind of have this really awkward space. You know what I mean? And so I just created this cool little guide that I think is going to be really helpful. It's the 9 most useful and proven transition scripts to help you to pivot from content to offer. Does that make sense? And it's you can grab it at transitionscripts.com. So I've just bought that, transitionscripts.com. So if you're a thought leader, you want to learn how to transition from content to offer, you can grab it there. And so we're talking about this idea of the thought leader industry. We're getting a lot of likes there. It's very good. We're talking about this idea of the thought leader industry and the future of it. So increase your assistance, increase your production value, increase your result orientation in your online courses, and increase the experience that people have of the whole process, right? With your live events, the group coaching and so forth. This will help you to stand out and help you to not be a flash in the pan and help you to be in this online expert space for decades moving forward. So if this has been helpful, please write a comment below what's been most helpful or most insightful for you. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you, and we'll speak to you really soon.